Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this logo and they want to engrave it on a black tumbler. Just not going to work. The colors, the tree, you've only got black and silver when you're engraving the tumbler off. I've already done it, trying to help the person. So we're going to go through, and the tree was the most difficult part, and I basically had to kind of trace the trees, and so you could go get new palm trees off the internet. But if we look at this thing in color, that is the way it's going to engrave, and that ain't going to work because the trees are just kind of get invisible. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut these trees out. So my nudge factor is set on 30 inches. I'm going to take this box that the tree's connected to, and I'm going to get it like that. Now, these really, it'd almost be easier to redraw these. Um, Matter of fact, it would be a lot easier to redraw them, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to. I'm going to take my 2-point line and I'm just going to connect node to node, node to node. Hopefully I won't have any leakers for you. I need to find out a way to pause the video. I didn't do a very good job on that one. So it's easier to zoom in, but go to node to node, node to node, easy for me to say. And you still might have to do a little bit of work on it. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down to that node. Because what we're going to do, let's zoom in here. I need to just get rid of that tree. And for right there, we'll call that good. I'm going to go from there to there. I don't know about that. It's kind of hard to imagine when you're not really looking at it too close. But I think I have it all. Now I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key, which is under your crop flyout, and delete these lines. And then that way, I'm going to have some rays that I can fill in. Yeah, I'll have to fix that, but that's part of the tree. I think that's okay. We're going to have to leave the bottom part of this one till we get something else better. So, like I said before, it'd almost be easier sometimes so what we're going to just start over. But we're going to draw an ellipse about the size of our circle here. Well, it did pretty good. I'm actually going to go inside of it. So now we can take these lines, and it'd almost be easier to take the shape tool and grab that node and just bring it down. You're going to have to watch, take some time and back out to make sure you're getting them kind of even. And the other lines, I'm not worried about. I'll just delete them. So this would be a lot easier. That'll work because we're just going to take it and cut it off anyway. Because all this could probably go away. Tell you what, I'm going to delete like almost all those and then bring that node to there. We can take the virtual segment delete key now and delete these lines. I'm not worried about these lines, even though I'll take them out. They could change it just a little bit. As you can see, they're just slightly hanging over. Almost be easier now just to delete those lines ahead of time. Take the shape tool again and go from that and just snap it to that node. And also you could select that line with your shape tool and do that. Probably be a lot easier. So I think I've got, I don't know what that is. Let's just delete it for right now. So this is for right now, I'm going to straighten this up. We can always change it later. I'm going to grab those two nodes. Grab those two nodes and right click and turn them into a line so they're really straight. And then I can take out those two nodes. Then what I'm going to do is take the Smart Fill tool and fill in these parts. And I'm actually going to go up. And I'm using a weird color because I was doing something this morning for somebody else. But the colors do not matter when you're just using it for the Smart Fill tool. Now we have that. we can take, we need that 0 or the 0, we can delete this. Now we can nudge this right back and we can go left click, right click. There's our rays. But what I would do is I want the 10 and I want this part. This video might take a couple of videos. And if you're not interested in what I'm doing, just quit watching and go to another video. For right now, I'm just going to cut that off. And I am going to go right here. I guess this is part of the land. I'm going to get the virtual segment delete key and delete those trees. I'm almost thinking I'll probably just retype this text because that X isn't anymore. It's not really a word anymore. So we've got a copy of the text. I'm just going to slice through there and get rid of the text. Now always take your smart fill tool and fill that in, and then that way you've got like you won't have those broken lines. Now because we've nudged, we can nudge up and over. We can left click and we can right click. And then you can actually take away these other rays because that's really part of it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Take the virtual segment delete key and delete that and delete that, delete that. And you really want all that to be one color. We're pretty close to that. I would take and smooth this out just by deleting we'll go ahead and do that too. So that kind of gives it an arch look. Now let's bring the tree in and then we'll do the other. So I'm going to left click, right click on the trees. But before I put them in there, I'm going to go ahead and go to Effects, Contour. I'm going to contour the outside just 0.01. Let's see what that looks like. Maybe not quite enough. Let's back up and go 0.02. Well, I need to do 0.2. It changed to the inside for some reason. I need to go to the outside. That looks pretty good. So now what we can do is nudge the trees. Well, because we drew new trees, we could just put the trees in there. And now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video so it won't be so long, and we'll finish this up and add the text. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.